Hey, by now, undoubtedly, you've heard about the new certification exam. I say new because it's never existed anywhere before now. We always have to wait until we've been in the business for a while, and there's no entry-level certification to prove that you have the basic knowledge to be a death investigator. So listen, let me go in the office, let me get set up here, let me tell you a little bit more about this exam and what you need to know about qualifying to be a certified medical legal death investigator. Hey, I've always believed in lifelong learning. And that's one of the reasons why that I founded the Death Investigation Training Academy. I wanted a place that specializes in death investigation for police, coroners, medical examiners, and not worry about all the other law enforcement functions. Well, one thing I found out over the years of doing this is that there is no certification exam, there's no certification acknowledgement that you do have the basics that you need to be a death investigator. Now, ABMDI is wonderful, and I think that's the national standard, and we are in no way trying to replace ABMDI. What we are trying to do is fill the gap below the entry level and ABMDI. So you have to work in the industry in a coroner's office, medical examiner, state or federal agency, primarily responsible for investigating death for a period of time and complete 300 functions prior to you being able to sit for the registry exam for the American Board of Medical Legal Death Investigator. Now, that's fantastic, and I still believe that that's a great system. But what about everybody below that? What about people that are wanting to get into the industry, or police officers out there that wants to show their basic knowledge of death investigation? Well, there's no certification for that. That means there's no standardization in hiring. There's no standardization in how we look at applicants. So the Death Investigation Training Academy got multiple professionals from across the country in multiple fields of discipline, all related to criminal and death investigation. And we vetted out 225 questions based upon the NIJ standards, the CDC standards, of course, ABMDI standards, NAME standards, International Coroner standards, all into one exam given by a third party. We do not give the exam. We take your application, we get you set up at a proctored location in your area, and then you go and take that exam through a third party at a proctored location. You either passed it or you don't pass it. That has nothing to do with us. We are a training organization. We use a third party to give the exam. But once you have the exam, you have met what this committee has decided is the basic necessity to be an entry-level medical legal death investigator. It's a fantastic program. Nothing else like it ever exists. And someone asked me, well, can you explain to me kind of what you mean by this entry level? And I'm going to explain it this way. And it's really not a great explanation, but I think you understand. Think of 3 levels of nursing. There's registered nurse and nurse practitioner. Below that is the LPN. Now, we are in no way of nursing, but basically what we're giving you is the LPN level. Then, after a while, you've worked in the position for a while, and you say, you know what, I want to advance my career. Well, then you go to school, you get more training, you get whatever you need to become an RN. You may eventually become a nurse practitioner. We're fulfilling that LPN position, if you will. Again, nothing to do with nursing, but we're the level below the American Board of Medical Legal Death Investigator. Then, throughout the 2 years after you become certified by us, we want to help you qualify for the ABMDI registry. And then you can set for their exam, and at that point then you go on from there. So, the question's been asked, are we trying to replace the American Board of Medical Legal Death Investigator? Absolutely not. There is no way to replace them. They are the national standard. And I have been in communication with them, and we have decided that the position that they're in and who they certify and how they do it, they don't have this lower level position available. So we're fulfilling that role. So do you want to be a certified medical legal death investigator? Do you want to prove that you have the minimum knowledge required to be a death investigator? If you're a student coming out of college, if you're looking to change careers, if you're a police officer, even if you're a coroner, medical examiner, investigator, this exam's for you. So when you're done watching this video, go to the Death Investigation Training Academy website. You can find the certification exam there. If you have any questions, contact me directly. I'll get you hooked up with a link to find out more about it and how to apply and take the exam. Hey, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I appreciate every one of you and every job that you do. Have a wonderful day.